Hey there, hot stuff. Literally. If you're currently riding the menopause roller coaster, welcome to the club, sister. The ride is unpredictable. The highs, the lows, they are wild. And the souvenir is a stronger, wiser, and maybe slightly sweatier you. Today, we're tackling menopause with, of course, a healthy dose of humor. Because if you can't laugh about hot flashes and brain fog, what's the alternative? Crying while you're fanning yourself with the latest People magazine in the line at the grocery store. Been there. And just to spice things up, we're throwing in a little science, including the grandma hypothesis. Proof that nature thinks menopause makes us more valuable, not less. So buckle up and grab your water bottle because hydration is life, and let's dive in. Let's start with the basics. Menopause is like your body throwing a surprise party, except the surprise is hormonal chaos. And the guest list includes hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, and that annoying chin hair nobody invited. And we all have them. I know you know what I'm talking about. So hot flashes, 1 minute you're fine, and the next you're sweating like you're auditioning for Survivor. Who needs an infrared sauna when you're your own portable heater? Brain fog. You walk into a room, you forget why you're there, and you just stand there staring at the dog, wondering if you've already fed it. And you have, twice. And then there's mood swings. You're crying because the coffee's out, but you're also laughing because it is so ridiculous that you're crying because there's no more coffee. Midlife emotions are basically a sitcom happening all inside of you in your own little world. It is laugh or cry. And then there's the weight gain, or as I like to call it, the midlife cushion, the menobelly. Thanks, hormones. Like, I know our hormones rule the body, but this can be ridiculous sometimes. We're thinking, like, really, nature designed this? But here's the deal. None of this makes you less amazing. In fact, it is your superpower in disguise. Listen, hear me out on this one. Let's dive into the grandma hypothesis. I just ran into this and I thought, oh my God, I got to share this with the girls. So if you haven't heard of it yet, prepare to feel like the absolute superhero that you are. Cape optional, but highly encouraged. The grandma hypothesis is proof that menopause isn't a flaw or a failure of your body. Remember, nature is brilliant by design, and nature designed our body. So there's a reason why this is happening. And I've always known this. What's the reason? And I think there's many reasons why this is happening, but listen to this one and see if you like this reason. It's a strategic upgrade designed by nature herself. Here's the deal. Mother Nature is essentially saying, all right, you've crushed the baby making phase. Now it's time to step into your power as the wise, badass leader your community desperately needs. And guess what? You're not alone in this evolution. Killer whales and elephants are the only other members of this exclusive menopause club. Yes, killer whales and elephants. Like, we are in good company here. And I have always been obsessed with elephants. I don't know why. I just feel like they got it going on. Just the way the community is and how they take care of each other and how smart they are and how caring and just they're so big and strong, but yet gentle and compassionate all at the same time. If you I love watching animal videos, and when you watch the elephant videos, just how they protect their young, and when it's time for an elephant to die, they all take the elephant to the elephant graveyard and hang out. It's just like such a wonderful community. And killer whales are the same. So yes, killer whales and elephants, we are in such good company. Female orcas and elephants stop reproducing. They live long lives, and they spend their later years leading their pods and their herds. They teach them the survival skills because it's hard to survive. And so these are passed down generation to generation by the female in the group. And basically, these badass female grandma whales and elephants are being the Beyonce of the ocean and the jungle. And they are just crushing it. They are continuing evolution. For humans, it's no different. Well, minus the fish diet. But postmenopausal women play a critical role in families and communities. They offer wisdom, guidance, and support. History and studies show that a menopausal woman's role was to help her daughter feed her weaning children so she can reproduce earlier. So once the child is weaning off of breast milk, then the grandma steps in and helps to feed that child, and then the mom can go and reproduce again. This is so crazy when you think about how evolution works, right? It's the basic is keep your species going, reproduce. That's like the very basic level of human existence, is to just keep existing. That's all of our inner drive is designed around that. And so the grandmas needed the physical strength to be able to access the food that the weaning children couldn't access, like digging up tubers. So a woman had to be strong, and that's like gardening, right? And I think about my mom who's 83 and my dad who's 85, and they're in such good health. Like at this age, I see them getting older now at this age, but they've always gardened and grown their own food and just taken care of themselves in this fashion. And that's what keeps them healthy for so long. And so the grandmas needed to be able to dig up the tubers or find the foods that are more difficult to eat, like the shellfish or the nuts and the seeds. So they're finding and preparing these foods for the children that no longer have the breast milk going on. So they need a different form of food. And in swoops grandma to save the day. Studies even show that having a strong, involved grandmother can improve a grandchild's survival rate and the number of children that the mother can have. Like, this is brilliant design when you think about it. This is why Mother Nature created women to live longer than men, because their role in the survival of their lineage is critical. It's critical to have the grandma helping out. So how's that for superpowers? Holy cow. They have done studies in Singapore. Now, Singapore is a country that is an honorarium blue zone. Like, they're working on it and they're doing a really great job. And one of the things that they've implemented in their life because of the studies that they've done is that if you are an elder person and you live within a certain distance to your family, that family will get a grant from the government. They'll get money from the government because they know that being around family increases one's longevity. Not just increases their longevity, but living a good life, because you don't want to live longer if you're not unhealthy, but it helps you to live a healthier life longer. That's what blue zones are. The blue zones are the ones that have the largest amount of centurions, like people who have lived the longest but are still healthy. And this is what not only that, but Singapore also announced another grant that if you are over 40, I think it was, you can get this grant to learn new technological skills. So it gets you into new, like this century where you have stuff that you can offer if you're looking for a job or you want to stay into the workforce. So they're teaching the older generation technology so that they can keep working or keep contributing to society or to their family or whatever it is. So there's so many ways that they are forward thinking, and they're looking at not solving problems after they happen, they're looking at prevention. So how can we keep people healthier? And it's been proven that if you are near your family and a part of your family, you're going to live healthier for longer. So that is amazing. We don't want to overlook that, but I think that that's an important part of society and how we can take care of our elders in a better way and help them to live a longer, healthier life. Now, menopause doesn't mean that you're fading into the background. It means, girl, you are leveling up. You're transitioning from the caretaker, the baby maker, bringing humans into the world, keeping the population going, to the matriarch. From the doer to the mentor. From hormonal chaos to, well, hormonal chaos. Like, it doesn't last forever, don't worry. But you have better boundaries and a lot more wisdom. And I also want to take this moment to talk about how food plays such a big role. Your lifestyle plays such a big role in your menopause journey. For me, I did have some hot flashes and I did have mood swings and the menobelly and all of that, but it was short-lived because of my lifestyle, because I knew that if I kept my body as healthy as possible, it would help my body get through this process as quickly and as gracefully as possible. I always say that, as gracefully as possible. Because let's be honest, sometimes it feels like you're losing your mind. It feels like you're going crazy and that it'll never end. So the more you take care of your body so that it can do what it's designed to do, the quicker you'll get through this phase of menopause and then just being in menopause or living the rest of your life without these symptoms anymore. Knowing that you have these superpowers, that you're designed to be a part of the community, a contributing part of the community. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping women master midlife, because everything you eat, everything you put on your skin, the water you drink, all of it has endocrine disruptors. So it's making it harder for your body to naturally do what it wants to do. And so menopause is drawn out and the symptoms are bigger. And you have control of this. So really, really ask yourself, what is it that I'm doing in my everyday life that I could change that would be proactive and help my body be as efficient and clean as possible so that it can balance itself out, just like it did when you went through puberty, just like it did when you were pregnant, just like it did after you were breastfeeding. We've done this before. We know what to expect. And the cleaner our body, if our body is in homeostasis, then it will do it quicker. That's just the facts. So the next time, knowing that knowing the grandma hypothesis and that these are your superpowers and you are a rock star, just think about the next time someone dares to say anything dismissive about menopause. Just smile, fan yourself dramatically and say, I'm channeling my inner matriarch energy. Look it up. It's science. And then walk away like the queen you are, preferably to your air-conditioned kingdom, and go about your day. So now that we've laughed about the chaos and embraced our inner killer whale vibes, let's talk about how to thrive through menopause. Hydration is queen. Keep a water bottle handy at all times. Filtered water is best. We want to get rid of the chlorine, and we want to get rid of the fluoride from our water and all of the other hormonal chemicals that have been dumped in our water. Bonus points if your water bottle is bedazzled or has a motivational quote on it, right? I have this one here and I fill it up 4 times a day. And I know that I got to drink it at certain times to get it all in. Otherwise, it's like a full-time job trying to drink your water. So get it down to a system, make it a habit so it's just easier. You don't have to think about it. And then sleep smarter, not harder. Cool your room. Invest in bamboo, breathable, natural material sheets. And if all else fails, stick one leg out of the blanket like a temperature regulating ninja. So it's like, I do that all the time. I pull one blanket off and then one blanket on. Foot out, foot in, whatever it takes. And you want to nourish your body. Magnesium, vitamin D, and healthy fats, they're your BFFs. And you could do dark chocolate, it's great, but whole clean foods and get rid of all endocrine disruptors. That's so important. It's so important. You want to laugh often. Seriously, laughter lowers stress and keeps you sane and younger and more vibrant. Find a show or a podcast like this one, or even a silly meme to lighten your mood. Like, have a good laugh. Every time my mom comes over, we laugh until we cry. Like, we just have so much fun together. And I do that with my kids too. We just laugh all the time because laughter is the best medicine. Get out into the sunshine. Sunshine is critical for life, no matter what stage of life you're in. Get out there. Sunshine, it's really important that you get the sunshine because it is a precursor to all of these amazing chemical reactions that happen in our body for everything, for us to exist. Sunshine is the thing that we can't live without. And then embrace the freedom. No more periods, no more worrying about pregnancy, and a whole new chapter of life to focus on you. Use this time to rediscover what lights you up, travel, paint, start that business, whatever you've been dreaming of. It doesn't matter. Just go for it. Do all of it. Be fearless. Life is so short and we don't know. We don't know how short it is. So let's just go for it. Let's make sure that we use up every last drop. So when our time comes, we have no regrets. When people are on their deathbed, they never regret what they did. They always regret what they didn't do. So don't be that person. Do all the things. And here's what I want you to take away from today. Menopause isn't the end of anything. It's the beginning of your next most powerful chapter. Sure, there's hot flashes and mood swings, but there's also freedom and wisdom and the kind of confidence that only comes from embracing who you are exactly as you are. So the next time you're finding yourself in the line at the grocery store, just smile and think, this is my matriarch glow. Yes, girl, yes. If you laughed, learned, or just feel a little more seen, please share this episode with a friend who's riding the menopause roller coaster. And as always, I'm here cheering you on every step of the way. Stay fabulous, stay hydrated, and keep being your incredible superhero self. Thank you for listening. Always love yourself first and have an amazing day. Love this episode? Hit subscribe, leave a review, and join the Mastering Midlife membership where we tackle all the joys and challenges of midlife together. Let's thrive, one hot flash at a time, sister.